This is Vistalia Tarot and Astrology, and here's your January Oracle reading for Scorpio. I'm going to do a 3-card reading, drawing a card from 3 different decks, one for your mind, your spirit, and your body. I'm going to start with mind, drawing a card from the Thoth Tarot. So your mind card for January, Scorpio, is the Two of Discs, also known as change in the Thoth Tarot, material change. Your mind is on all the changes coming this year for you, especially in the realm of finances, place to live, all the things of all the worldly things. And although this card is it's Jupiter in Capricorn, or the decan of Capricorn ruled by Jupiter, which in traditional astrology is in its fall. Jupiter's in its fall in Capricorn, which is what we had all throughout 2020. I see this as a pretty positive card because it's essentially a Jupiter card, and they tend to be, it's our great benefic. They tend to be pretty positive cards. And it does all depend on what 2020 was like for you. If it was difficult, which is most likely what it was, as it has been for most of the planet, I think you're thinking about, how things are going to improve this year for you in your personal life, but also, the world around you. And you're feeling those stirrings of transformation. We have that serpent, the serpentine, weaving into this infinity pattern, which is that eternal cycle of change and transformation that is very familiar and natural to you. So it looks like your mind is on upcoming changes, although nothing is perhaps happening yet. But they're there in the periphery of your thought. Plans as well for pretty practical changes to your existence in the world. Your spirit card is Eros, which is, of course, the Greek word, and we use it to conceptualize this libidinal, sexual, sensual force. It's not just sexual; it's also all the mergings that we do, all the sensual merging we do, be it with music, art, food, and of course, emotional and physical merging. I think January might be a pretty erotic month for you, Scorpio. I'm sure you don't mind hearing that. But this does not need to involve a partner or even sexuality necessarily, but maybe an awakening of that that libidinal force that does sort of drive things forward, makes the world turn after perhaps a period of dormancy, and of that force not being as active. I think January will be an awakening of that, which we also kind of see with this, if we put the serpent energy in that context. Maybe it's that kind of stirring of that serpent, coiled serpent energy, waking up slowly. Finally, your body card for the month of January. I'm going to draw from the botanical oracle. I drew hawthorn, one of my favorite trees, and the keyword for this is sacred. Hawthorn in herbalism has a lot to do with the heart, both the physical and the energetic heart, and it has a relationship to the maiden, mother, crone archetypes, because hawthorn flowers in spring, bears fruit and bears fruit in summer, and is thorny in winter. And so, yeah, in connection with your arrows and your other two cards for the month, I'm thinking there's a real kind of process of heart opening for you this month. Um, maybe whatever your circumstances have been, the past few months have forced you, or it just led to a kind of shutting down of all the pleasure centers and that heart openness that makes us feel alive and connected to others. And I'm seeing a real shift for you this month towards back to that connection with people, with yourself, that heart connection, and yeah, a real revitalizing, reawakening of the life force within you this month. So sounds pretty good. So that was your oracle for January for Scorpios.